supervisor of elections in Polk County, our neighboring county, and also I served in the Florida legislature from 1992 until 2000 from the eastern portion of Polk County. And today I'm here to ask for your support as I run for Congress to replace Congressman Adam Putnam, a Republican many of you are probably familiar with. A little hissing going on. Adam is leaving the seat open now. The seat's opened up because he's running for Agriculture Commissioner. I think it's a tremendous opportunity for Democrats to take this seat back where it belongs. You know, the last time this seat was held by a Democrat was in the mid-'80s, and he switched to Republican in the middle of his term. And then the Republicans have held on to it ever since. So this is a tremendous opportunity. The election is not that far away. And so I am here today to ask for your support. You know, as I've been campaigning, I've been speaking with people all over the district. And I hear over and over again that people are worried about their future. I mean, just even the short-term future. They're worried that they're not going to have the opportunities that they thought they would have, that they won't be able to provide those opportunities to their children. They actually think things are getting worse, not better. Does anybody feel that way, or a couple of them? Okay. That's what I hear that a lot. I think, it's my opinion, that it's time that we change the system that protects the big banks and the big insurance companies at the expense of the middle class. And that is why I am running for this seat. The first thing we need to do is promote jobs to get our economy back. And you know, I think that the stimulus plan was good. It was a good start. You know that saved 1,500 jobs here in the district. I don't know if most people realize it. And they were teacher jobs right here in Florida 12, which is this portion of Hillsborough and Polk County. That's a good start, but we have to do a lot more to help businesses expand so that private businesses are actually hiring new people. I think that's when we're really finally going to see our economy back on track. And as I talk to people when I'm campaigning, it kind of amazes me how often that businesses have the door slammed in their face by the big banks lately. I don't know if any of you have had the door slammed in your face by the banks lately. But the banks just seem to have gotten out of the business of lending money. And so I think the first thing we need to do is insist that the banks get back in the business of helping our small businesses so they can employ people that are looking for jobs and help our economy move forward as it needs to. Our economy will never be what we want it to be, though, if we don't do something about health care. It just will never get there. We need to see to it that Medicaid is protected, and specifically what I'm talking about is there are no restrictions on your doctor's choice. I think that's incredibly important. I think more and more there's been a lot of misinformation about threats to Medicaid, but I think that that's probably first and foremost what we have to watch out for as we move forward in healthcare. We need more and better competition. That's the only way that we're going to get our prices down. You know, there's 47 million Americans that are uninsured. About 9 million of them are children. And if they get sick, they just go without. Is anybody here without health insurance? Okay, well that's, yeah, it's rough. I've been without. You either do without, or what do? They go to the emergency room, and then you know what happens? You and I wind up paying for it. It's cost shifting. I'm sure that some of you have seen some of these outrageous hospital bills. And if you have, you know what that is? That's cost shifting. And if any of you have seen your premiums skyrocket, that again is cost shifting. We're going to pay for it one way or another. There's no two ways about it. And unfortunately, really to all of our dismay, I'm sure, the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan are creating more and more veterans. I don't know if you knew that, but did you know that the VA recently admitted that over 1 million claims are backlogged? Our service people deserve those benefits, and we need to tackle the bureaucracy that's keeping them from getting them. This is my home. I've been in this area. I first went to high school, actually, in junior high in south of here in Sarasota. And now I am east of here in Polk County. This has been my home for a long, long time, since I was a young girl. And I'm running today because I want to preserve what we have here. And I want to do what we need to do to protect the middle class. I want to do what we need to do to see to it that my friends and neighbors and your friends and neighbors, that your life is a little bit better every day. That will be my interest if I have the opportunity to go to Washington. I'm here to tell you, and you'll probably hear more of this as time goes on, running for Congress is a very ambitious endeavor. No one can do it alone. And so I would like to ask you today for your support as we move forward as I run for Congress, and I'd be happy. I don't know, are we doing questions now, or what's the format? Okay, wonderful. Did you want to introduce Doug then?
Okay, Doug Tudor, who's right here from Riverview, is another candidate, and he's going to speak with us now.
Stand back here. Thank you all. It's good to see my South Shore friends. I apologize I don't get over here to you more often. My name is Doug Tudor, and I'm asking for your vote for the my run for the U.S. House, Florida's 12th Congressional District. Now, unlike my opponents, I'm not a veteran politician. I'm a veteran. I retired from the United States Navy as a Master Chief Petty Officer, which is the Navy senior enlisted rank, on February 29th of 2008. From the time I first went ashore in 1983 in Beirut, Lebanon, until I left Iraq and Afghanistan in 2008, I've spent my adult life in the front lines on the war against terrorism. I left the most secure job in America during one of America's most troubled economic times, because even as I was serving in uniform, I saw our civilian elected officials running our country off a cliff. I believe then and I believe now we can do better. Of course, this is not news to you, friends. We've been in this fight together for 2 years now. You stood with me when we were facing the third ranking Republican in the House. You know I'm a candidate of conviction, not a candidate of convenience. I didn't get into this race just because it's an open seat. If anything, the race we ran together in 2008 helped to make this an open seat. And it's a seat that can be won. Now let's be absolutely clear about this. We don't want victory just for victory's sake. We must take this seat because the citizens of our district are hurting. And no conservative is going to solve our challenges. In a state that has higher than average unemployment rates, higher than average foreclosure rates, higher than average high school dropout rates, our district has some of the highest rates in the state. Our elected officials, past and present, have failed us and are failing us. Together, you and I, we can fix this sorry state of affairs. Friends, I'm asking you right now to join with me to change the way you and I and our entire district are represented in Washington. Let's discard the cynical politics of money, division, and game playing. Please join with me today in a different kind of politics. Let's work together to use the awesome power of the people to end our wars, to rebuild our economy, to help small business, improve our educational system, to build health care so that it is accessible to all Americans, and to take America to its next era of greatness. My name is Doug Tudor, and I'm asking you to allow me to use my principled, proven leadership, my education in government and in law, and my military determination and discipline to represent you in Washington. Will you stand with me? Will you stand with me? Yes. Will you stand with me? Yes. My name is Doug Tudor, and I'm asking for your vote. Thank you.